Hello everyone, it's Lynette with Charm Grammy Crochet, and today is September 5th, which means it is Labor Day here in the States. So happy Labor Day to all of my fellow US people. I hope that everyone is having good weather. It is raining here, so it's kind of a bummer at the campground. It rained all day yesterday. We had family here. Um, a lot of the events were canceled, which they had some really cool events scheduled. So we had, if you watched my last two videos, non-yarny videos, we had Christmas in September. I don't know why they do it in September and not July like everyone else does. But they do it over Labor Day weekend. I guess to give people an extra day to decorate. I don't know. Normally in the past, you decorate and there's prizes. The first prize is if you're a permanent camper, you get a free campsite next year, which is a very nice value. Uh, around $2,300, $2,300. Uh, Second prize this year was $900, and I don't know what third prize was, but there were three. There's always three prizes, and then they do that for the weekenders as well. If you don't permanently camp here, they also give you, I think there's first, second, and third prize, and I know it involves free camping, and I don't know if there's cash prizes or what, but the free campsite is a really, really nice prize. My neighbor next door, they won second prize. I was really hoping she'd win first prize. She won third prize a few years ago. And this year she won second prize. The Grinch won first prize, and my neighbor was outdone by 2 votes. That sucks. Okay, but I just wanted to let you guys know about that. If you watched the last two videos, you might have wanted to know who won. And that's who won, was the Grinch. And I understand that there was music, at least at the beginning. I thought it would like play through the whole video. It's the first time I've ever tried to add music to a video, so bear with me there. It's a learning curve. I tried figuring out, my granddaughter showed me you can like speed up the video, so like where I'm not really like showing anything. I couldn't find the buttons for that, so I apologize. I did not speed up either of those two videos, but as I said, it's kind of a learning curve here. I am not a techie. I deal cards for a living. Any computer skills that I had prior to that are now gone. So let's get into some yarn talk. First, I want to thank you for coming back. This is now my 5th video of September. I see that Nancy, my good friend, is calling it Vlogtember. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go back to Charm Chatters. So we're at, I don't remember what number because I forgot to look. I think 331. And I have been challenged, along with Nancy. She was also challenged to video every day for the rest of the year. So far I got 5 in a row now. And I thought I would definitely make this one a yarn video, and we'll do some yarn chatter. I am drinking coffee out of my coffee mug from my good friend Jan, Jan an Alaskan Crafter, who has put my name on it, and aren't they beautiful? It's so cool. I love this. And this is my like Yeti for the camper. So what have I been working on? I finished another test pattern. I can't show you because the pattern hasn't been released, but I did get that done. We've had company. Amanda was here Friday night and Saturday night. She left Sunday morning early. Chloe came. She wasn't going to come, and then she came, and My brother and sister-in-law came. I had two nephews and kids come. Um, they arrived on Friday or Saturday. They arrived Saturday morning. Um, so we've had a lot of company, and I have not had a lot of crochet time. So the fact that I have anything done, I was real proud of. I wish I could show you the test pattern. It's real cute. But I wanted to get that for sure done as soon as possible so she can, release the pattern. And she did a great job. That's a pattern from Anita at YOH Crochet, which stands for Yarn Over Hook. I love her patterns, and I have tested every one but the first one, which I did make the first one. I was not a pattern tester for her then. Anyway, so I can't show you that, but as soon as I can, I will. Then I do want to show you my luck of the draw. I have, we'll have to count them. I think this was week 5. Luck of the draw is a 20-week crochet along. It's totally wonderful, and I don't know why you're not doing it if you're not doing it. It started with Nan from Nan's Next Knots, and Nan is ill this time. So Trisha from Mama Swift, my good friend Trisha, is pulling the numbers this time for Luck of the Draw 6. I will have a video linked. I don't know if it'll be last week's video. And everyone that I talk about, I will hopefully mention. Everyone that I mention, I will hopefully have linked below. I'm getting better at doing this on my phone, but I'm not an expert by no means. So for the Luck of the Draw, if you haven't done it, you pick a pattern. There's a pattern available with a tutorial now as well that Nan designed to make a blanket. I have not made a blanket. I started at Luck of the Draw 3, and I made a Ruana. Luck of the Draw 4, I made a Christmas blanket. Luck of the Draw 5 is a beautiful shawl that is not done, and I didn't bring it because I thought I wouldn't get to it. But I am gonna finish it. It's just a forgotten whip. Not intentionally. I love the shawl pattern. It's a shawl by Brianna Kay, and I can't seem to remember how to connect you make like hexagons. It's a flowery kind of lacy thing, and I can never seem to remember to connect them properly, so it's been a little bit of a pain for me. And it's not her pattern's fault, it's all me. If I was just sitting down doing it, I would have it done in no time, but I have to sit down and do it. And now all the numbers have been drawn for that because it's Luck of the Draw 5 and we're now doing Luck of the Draw 6. So I really could just watch all the videos, write down all the numbers, and just sit down and do it. Now I have to find the time to do that. So, for my blanket, I'm not doing a blanket, I'm doing a wrap. And it is a wrap that I believe I have the, oh, don't rip. Yes, Okay, so it is the Fading Rainbow Lapgan stitch pattern that I'm using. I am not making that blanket, and I am not doing any kind of fading, but I am using that stitch pattern, and this is in the Crochet World Volume 45, number 2, April 2022. And I am using different yarns because how it works is you start with a base color. My base color is this navy blue. From Lion Brand Pound of Love. Yep, upside down for you guys. Navy blue. Yeah, it's called Navy Pound of Love. And then you pick 8 other colors. Now the main color, base color, you start with, and then you put it in between your sections. You do a section of color. So the base color goes throughout. And every week, a number is picked. Trisha's picking a number that coordinates with one of your other 8 yarns. So you number them 1 through 8. And then you do a section, whatever your section is, of your base color. and a section of your color of the week. And it can be, you know, you can be doing whatever. So this time I'm doing a shawl. People, we had a couple of people make snakes before. We've had someone make a duster sweater. That was Jaxie. Nikki and Joe from Joe's Web made snakes in the past. Joe's done 2 snakes. So this is what mine is. So this is my base color is the navy. And then every week there's a different color. So I'm doing 3 rows. I did 3 rows to start with of the navy, including this like little picot edge thing. And then 3 rows of my base color. 3 rows of the color of the week. 3 rows of or 1 row of the base color. The next color of the week. Base color, next color of the week. So we've had 4 colors picked because this week the color picked this week is the same color as the color picked the first week. So that was our first repeat. Obviously you're going to get repeats. So the color that I used this time is, I love this yarn in the color Desert Glaze. This is my number 2. Some people pull out a card and they like just put a little scrap of yarn to tell you which color. I just write it on the yarn label. Easier for me. And all of my colors are autumn, like fall colors. We will have this done in time for Christmas. I know fall will be over with. I don't care. I just liked the colors together. And so that's what mine is looking like right now. And it's not taking very long. It does not take long to do this stitch at all. It's just some treble crochet X's. And I am using a 7mm hook. All my yarn is 100% acrylic, 4 weight. And I'm totally loving it. And I really love that yellow. That is Varsity Yellow Big Twist, or Varsity Gold Big Twist. I totally love that yellow. It is so bright and pretty. I just love it. So I did that, and this is done, and I can put it away, and I won't see it again. I did not bring the 8 skeins of yarn here to the campground because that's a big bag of yarn to, and it, you know, like really and truly is probably 40 minutes that I crochet on it or less. And I did even weave in all the ends, so I get a plus for that. So that's what that is, and I'll catch up when I get home. It'll still just be 1 week. We'll be home on a Sunday night, and I'll probably add that at that point. So that's a finished-ish object because it's not going to be finished for 20 weeks. My test pattern is a finished object. So then I started doing this. This is Creations by Jax, her Be United Beanie. And I started this, and I'm not quite doing it. So this is her pattern here to start with. And the bobbly nubblies, as she calls them, nubbies, are here. And then I did just treble crochet and then half double. And I'm going to do, I think, another row. Well, I'm not done with this row of trebles around. And then I think I'll do another nubbly. I'm making this for Avery, so I don't want it to be too big. Oops, I'm using a 6mm hook, a clover. My clover 6mm. And oh, did I say I was using a 6mm on my luck of the draw? I'm not. I'm using a 7. But I'm using a 6 on this. And I'm going to put fur on it to match the muff I made. If you've been around, you know about the muff. So I think after this row, I'm going to do another row of the nubbies. And then another row of the trebles. And see how long it is. Because probably at that point, it might be like this long. And then the fur. So I think that's probably all, but I wanted to get this video up and running. It's already 11:30, and the last video I did took, like, I let it upload all night long while I went to bed. So it's been taking a while. There, I don't have Wi-Fi here, and it's whatever data you can come up with. So then I am also working on an outfit for the bear, the Terry bear. So I finished that blanket from the crochet calendar. I think it was the June blanket. There was a blanket to be made in June. And I wasn't having fun with it. And I just didn't want to, I had fun making the squares, but once the squares were done, I didn't want to weave in the ends, which I really and truly know I should have done it while I was doing, but I didn't. I was having fun with the squares. I wasn't having fun weaving in ends. And then when I had 63 squares or something crazy like that, then I had a lot of ends to weave in, and I wasn't having fun with that either. As a group, I didn't want to do them as an individual, and I didn't really want to do them as a group. It was even worse. And normally that doesn't bother me, but I guess because the squares are small, and I'm like, ugh. So I made it red, white, and blue because I wanted to give it to my daughter for 4th of July. She loves patriotic stuff, and I'll show. I have the blanket here, so I'll show it to you. I didn't use all the squares in it. I just made it. Oh gosh, I never did weave in all the ends. I guess I got to do that. And so this is all the bigger it is. It's not very large. It's not big enough to put on like as a throw on your couch, like a lapgan, maybe. But it would be really cute with Terry Bear. Sorry, she's naked. She's naked. So it's a nice size blanket for Terry Bear. So that's what I decided, that I was going to give it to the bear that I made for Avery. There, see, perfect. Well, I had leftover squares, and I thought, and leftover red, white, and blue yarn, so I thought, well, maybe I'll make her jammies to go with the blanket out of red, white, and blue yarn, and follow the jammy pattern that is in the book. So let me show you the book before I forget. I just had it here. Oh, sorry, it got buried. So the book is here. And it's called Dress Up Amigurumi, and it has patterns for these 4 animals, and then outfits to make that you can make for the 4 stuffed animals. And I'm using this because Avery asked if I would make her a stuffed animal and some of the accessories. So I started with the baby outfit. Doesn't show it on the cover. Well, I have it, but and you've seen it, but I do have it here because I just took it off the bear. So it's a little headband. The outfit came with a beanie hat, but I didn't like it, so I made the headband. A diaper, and I adjusted that pattern a little for myself as well, and a bib. And she looks real cute in it. But I took it off because I decided that I wanted to use the squares that I had left over and see if I can't make her a patriotic dress. Like, why not? There are several summer holidays in the States that you could dress her up in a patriotic outfit. So I took some blue squares and sewed them together to make a little skirt. I like that her belly button is showing. I don't know if it'll stay that way. But I sewed, I think there's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6. 3, yep, 6. 6 of them go around her. If I did 6 more at the bottom, you can see it would be too long. I could pull it up a little bit, but then it's going to get too wide. The skirt will be too wide to stay up on her. I do have to do, and so I'm designing this and kind of winging it as I go. I found that 6 fit around her, and they're not too long, and it barely covers things that it needs to cover. But I'm gonna put, a lace border, I think with white, and then I put red ones together to make a top. Now, I'm having issues with sizing here, so it might have to, because I just wanted to use up what I already had. So this will make like a little, I'm going to, I think, make ties for on the shoulders. So because I do 2 that I've made to go on the top, and if I pull this down a little bit, I can have them attach and be okay. Like attach it as one and just have it pull over the top, and have ties, tie it together on the side, and just tie these, and the side will be open a little. Not sure if I like that idea. I do like the idea of tying, so it's hard to hold her up and give you an idea of what I'm doing, but I do kind of like the idea of tying like a little halter here, and just having it, ties. But I like the idea of it being sewn together as well. So it will, and I'm thinking white for the ties and white to sew it together. So if I take this apart, maybe I can show you better. So if I take 2 of these red and put them like this, and then 2 on the back, to do the same thing, then I can take the 4 red ones and tie them together, and just sew a white, like, single crochet border all around everything together. I think that would be real cute. And use the white. I did a single crochet join on the back side. So if I did that as the join, to join the 2 colors together, you would see a little strip of white in between, which I think is real cute. Of course, her belly button won't show, but that's okay too, because, like, Avery's 8. We really don't want it to be a sexy outfit. We just want to cover up the bear with squares that I made. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is attach the, then there would be 1 square unattached at the sides. So I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, 1 square. Yeah. 1 square on either side that would be open, but it's a teddy bear. I mean, it's not like I have to cover her all the way up and be cognizant that nobody can see anything, because it's a teddy bear. It's not a natural person. So I think that's how I'm going to do it, and hopefully I shall have this done today or tomorrow. I don't think there's a lot going on, because it's still, as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, it's still raining. A lot of things are closed around here, so there's not a lot to do. On a like side note, I want to go to the golf cart store and get a cover for my golf cart that's has like plastic windows in it, because from probably starting for the next month, it gets chilly in the evenings. And when it's raining, you get wet in your golf cart if you don't have a cover that you can drive, because they have covers that like completely cover the thing up and have no windows and just like a storage cover. But then they have covers that are more form-fitted to your golf cart, and they have plastic windows that you can unzip and zip, and doors that you can roll them up or zip them down or whatever, so you can drive the golf cart and stay dry inside and warmer, because it's getting, it gets chilly at night now. It's getting chillier. Friday night, or Thursday night, we were here Thursday night. It did not rain on Thursday, but at night it got down to 58. which is really good sleeping weather if you ask me. Like good cuddly sleepy weather. I like that. But driving in the golf cart is cold. You get a little breeze going on you, and you know that breeze goes through your clothing, and it's chilly. You don't want to. You know, it makes you like not want to drive in the golf cart without like blankets and a fire, which you can't have a fire in the golf cart. So I want to get one of those, and I can't seem to find one online. Not one that matches my golf cart. So I don't know if it's like going to be a stock issue. There's generic ones, but they leak. I wasn't happy with what I was seeing online in the generic kind. I want the kind that fits my golf cart specifically. So we want to go to the golf cart store, but they're closed on the holiday today. We were trying. Chloe and her boyfriend were here yesterday, and they wanted pizza, and we were trying to order pizza from a local pizza place that's really good. And they were closed for the holiday yesterday and today. I'm like, what? It's a food place and it's not the holiday yet. But they were closed to give their employees off for the holiday. So good for them. Let's see. I don't have anything else now. I think that's all I have. I have not done much knitting. I don't think at all since we talked last. I don't think I've picked up my knitting needles. So I'll show you that in another video. Wish me luck on this little bear outfit. Hopefully tomorrow it will be ready. I might make a headband for it too. Maybe not. It's hot in the summer. Who wants to wear a headband? Not me. And she doesn't have any hair to give her like a clip. So, that's all I got for you today. So thanks for watching and coming back again and again. I really do appreciate it very much. I have more things I could say, and I'm like going through. No, I have to talk about that in another video because I'm really afraid if I tell you everything I have every day, I'm gonna have days where I have nothing, and then what are we gonna do? So I'm breaking up the things I really want to tell you into 2 videos. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen sometimes, I think. All right, that's all I got for you right now. I will see you in the next video tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Labor Day and a good start to your week. See you tomorrow. Bye.